Spoonie also ran a triathlon, but it was with turkey sandwiches, turkey, ham.
Just a couple of triathletes.
And Monte Cristos.
And Monte
Just deep fried club sandwiches.
But we're back. Is this Real Estate State of the Union? Is this
This is State of the Union.
That's good. We got some stuff to check y'all in on. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
For the kid rides.
This live stream is brought to you by GBT Property Management. Also, ignore the date in that intro. It is not December.
Damn.
So it's December?
Our intro said December?
Maybe.
All right. I just want to remind y'all, we do real estate loans. If you go to roughneck2realestate.com, Braxton here will loan you $60 million to buy real estate with $0 out of pocket, just like we do for Spoonie. Spoonie loves those loans. So, Braxton, how's real estate treating you?
It's a little weird right now.
God damn, is it not? What about you, Spoonie?
It's the same kind of weird.
Oh, we're all in it together, I guess. Spoonie, you got some land. Did you get a contract on it yet, or are y'all holding out for that 56-acre offer?
No, that guy was all bluff. He didn't, but we did not get the other one either. Doesn't matter. As soon as so we've got 3 deals that are backing out right now on refis and getting, traded out. As soon as that happens, we're going to go ahead with the development and just move that forward.
I like that. I like that idea. Braxton, you learned some strong lessons in the last couple of weeks. You got an unexpected bill on some rentals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Tell the people what it's like managing contractors.
Well, you get pictures, you get work being done, you know it's being done, and then you ain't tracking those bills just because they don't show up. Then at some point they will.
They will, all at once, right on your head. So I feel like I let you down there, Braxton. I don't know. I mean, you and Spoonie are partners, but y'all were getting work done, and then y'all weren't writing checks for the work that was being done, I assume. And it never.
Well, I think part of it was it was always smaller amounts. So there's money going out, but never for everything being done.
Wasn't it just for materials?
Maybe so.
Huh. I don't really know. I just know we got stuck in a weird spot where now we are owed the money. And that's a weird spot to be in. Spoonie, what do you think about it?
I can only accept responsibility for not tracking it, I guess.
Well, it's not tracking it. This is what I told Braxton, so I'm going to tell the viewers. This is what I told Braxton. You got to have a naturally curious personality. And if you're managing contractors at a distance at all, don't matter if it don't matter if I'm doing work for Spoonie. If you're managing contractors at a distance, you got to have a natural curiosity about what everything's costing and about what's getting done. And make sure that you're not, one, outpaying for work that's done, right? So you're not like I don't think we've outpaid for that one over in Granbury. I think we've gotten $2,500 worth of work.
Yeah, we didn't outpay. Those dudes walk. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, so
the whole thing.
We got $2,500 worth of work. We paid $2,500. I feel like that, but they didn't complete the job, and they won't communicate with us anymore. So we've got to get somebody in to go behind them, right? But you got to have that natural curiosity to where it's like, hey, you did this much work. What are you getting? What are you billing for this week? What are you getting paid this week? And the billing system has got to change because we paid all those bills. We paid all those bills and did not get reimbursed for it. And then it was like all at once. Now we're like, oh, we're owed $20,000. We're not a general contractor. You know what I mean? And then we come to y'all and we're like, we need 20, and you're like, well, all right, we're in the middle of a refi. We'll get you your 20 when this refi goes through. And that's a bad spot for everyone to be in. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, I paid every time that we were asked for money. I just didn't. I don't know. I'll take responsibility for it.
No, well,
it's equal. That's how that works.
Yeah,
we also had 2 different projects going on. He was tracking one. I wasn't tracking his project the other way around too.
Yeah, but it's like that's like what I said. I think maybe it was just materials or something, but it's like we're always paying a little bit. But if you don't have the big picture, if you don't know what all of it's going to cost, you're never going to know what the total cost is going to be.
Yeah, and did y'all have a bid on that? Did y'all have like a hard line bid, like it's going to take X number of dollars to get it done
Which one? And the one he did, no. They were just basically time and material.
out west, or
No,
we're talking about
Trinity.
Yeah, but we're not
Yeah.
worried about Trinity.
about-
Out west.
Yeah,
I only had hard bids on the stairs and one of the units.
so y'all just cut him loose.
I didn't even know he was doing some of it. Like that's what Yeah,
So
I'm
there was
telling you.
all kinds of miscommunication.
I'm telling you. Like I take responsibility for it. Like I didn't know he was doing some of the stuff. Like I thought we were paying the bills as they came because I was writing them every time the office called me and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I need some money." I'm like, "No problem." Boom, slide it over. And when we got to the end here, where I cut him off, I physically called the dude. I'm like, "Hey, homie, we ain't doing no more right now. We're waiting to see where this goes." I thought we were essentially caught up, and then the big bill hit.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's on me.
Yeah, but I've shared responsibility for it too, because I feel like, I did ask. I was like, y'all were trying to sell the duplex. I was like, what's it going to take to get it made ready? And y'all got a bid together at that point in time, because y'all had a bid, and I was like, you sell that duplex. You're not, one, it's obviously not selling because it's listed and nothing's happening. Two, $10,000 to get a duplex ready, and you put tenants in, it's going to be more valuable rented than it is vacant. Whatever the bid was, I don't remember what the bid was.
I would have to look at.
But anyways, that was it. So hard lessons there.
It was $30,000 to finish the duplex at the end.
Okay, well, whatever it was, it made more sense to do it at the time than it did to not do it. Did it go over budget? That's the next question.
That one didn't even get started.
Oh wow. So, weird. All right, but either way, irrelevant now. The lessons that you learn in this business can be hard ones. They can be expensive. Luckily, there's a ton of equity on that deal because y'all got 9 units. Y'all bought it for $160,000, so you got enough equity to make up the mistake. That's a lesson. Tuck it away, chalk it up as tuition, and never ever ever ignore a project again. Spoonie, you had something happen El Presidente in the last 8 days. What was it?
We wrote our first check on the fund.
He seems always not happy about
I'm
that.
super stoked about it. Like my mom got her check. Like everybody, they've been checking in with me. My mother-in-law's like, "Hey, I got my check." I didn't check in with my 2 guys though from West Texas. I gotta make sure they got it.
What about you?
I am happy to say that we had a 6-figure distribution for our very first distribution.
6-figure distribution on $4.5 million raised.
2% distribution.
2% distribution. How'd you do that, Spoonie?
Oh, it wasn't just me. It was it was a cadre of people.
A cadre.
Yeah.
Don't make up words that sound cool, man. It just,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna get you a dictionary, my friend. But
Spell cadre.
CADRE.
What? I figured it had way more letters than that.
Yeah, I feel like there's a U in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Is that Spanish?
I don't know what it is. It's just
Okay, so we ended up with a 6-figure distribution. How did it go? I mean, we held a little back. We could have paid more. But do we want to really tell the real story about how the distribution came to exist?
I
So
mean-
all right, so tell the properties first. How do we do on properties?
no. I want to know, like, because I don't know where you're going with that. Like, I don't understand the.
Well, we have a software.
Yeah.
Have you ever used the software?
Now I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoothy, we have a software, right?
We do.
Excellent software. Great
Hey.
software.
It is good software.
It's
Like
a
it
good
shows all
software.
the properties. People love it. Like my mother-in-law's been there. Like I own all these properties. Like she's like 70. She's in there just poking around.
Yeah, it's
Loves
great.
it.
Great software. Mm-hmm. Okay, do we know how to use the software?
No.
We're getting better at it.
So it's distribution day, and we're trying to get everybody. It's like herding cats because you got
Well-
some people that want checks. You got some people that want direct deposit.
Some people
And-
want money bags.
And the big
Some
old
people want money bags.
and goons like us just want to show up and hit a big red button and be like, ta-da!
Yeah, so
we hit a big red button.
we're in the software, and we're going through who's who do we got to chase to get. We're trying to pay them money. Who do we got to chase down to get more information to be able to pay them money? What is the software telling us we have to do on our end to be able to pay money? So we're in there and we're waiting from approval. So what was, explain the approval.
So they had to like look at all of our IDs, look at all of our LLC docs, and like, I don't know if they ran background checks or what, but they took our bank info and they took our entity information and our organizing docs. Like they wanted to look at the operating agreement, and they just said, okay, you're approved. But
To do direct deposits.
yeah, to pay out, not even to take money, but to pay out. No approval to take the money, but to pay out. You're like, whoa,
Yeah.
gotta make sure.
So we're discussing that in the meeting, and we're all looking at the software on our screen. And anyways, I was like, we're just kind of clicking around, looking around like, hey, what's this? It's telling us to do that. Click there, do this. And Braxton's on the mouse. He's clicking. And then I'm like, hey, look, there's a spot where you can put in some money. Put in 100,000. How much is the distribution supposed to be? It's supposed to be 121,000. Great. Put in 100. So we put in 100, and then we hit a button.
And then there's a point where we're not sure if a whole bunch of checks just get sent out or.
Then we're like, oh.
Well, it turns out that's what happened.
Yeah.
But we weren't sure what happened at the point.
We were like, I think we just, it says here that we just sent a bunch of people checks, but some people didn't get checks. And that's because they didn't have their information in to receive a check because they wanted direct deposit. And then, anyways, we're like, okay. And then we're like, did the money leave the account? And so we're watching the account. And then we figured out that it just prints checks based off our account. So as people cash them, the money leaves the account.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, pretty neat, neat little deal that happened there.
Now that we know how to do it, and we're approved now, so next round, people who want direct deposit, they'll get it. People who want a check will get it.
I really hope it's direct deposit because now we gotta, there's some people like these people, Spoonie, that might never cash that check.
Oh, I do know those people.
They will just thank God.
I'm taking a cashier's check to somebody on Monday because they've been holding the check for like 6 months to swap out with them.
Really?
Yeah.
They just won't cash it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a weird deal where
It's a savings account in your bank account.
Yeah, it's a savings account. They'll stick them on the fridge. You'll just walk into some people's house. They'll have a check stuck on the fridge for $10,000. You'll be like, "Is that what is that?" Yeah, go to the bank sometime, and then 6 months later you come back and visit them, and the check's still on the fridge. Like, I think checks expire. I'm not sure, but it says good for 90 days. It'll be fine. All right. You know people like that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you don't know enough. You know people like that? Just old country folk. Just I don't need it right now. I'll put it in there when I need it. But anyway, so yeah, we sent out our first distribution, and we did well. I think we did well. Spoonie, you want to talk about any of the properties? Do you El Presidente? How many of those properties did you see?
Oh, I don't know. That sold or
Yeah.
that we bought so far?
No, the ones that sold.
I don't even know.
You saw McCart?
Yeah, I mean, I may have been the only one. Well, you saw it too, I think.
Yeah,
It's me and you.
Wildwood. You saw Wildwood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, all of
I
them.
saw Houston.
You went
I
down
didn't see
to
Houston.
Bronco with me.
Yeah,
Yeah, did see that.
Bronco was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So we had several bangers in there. We had several that we got sold that did really well. Ooh, other side.
Yep.
There you go.
Thank you.
Dang, Spinny.
That's
So
that's good looking beard right there.
we've grown beards. Braxton's also hadn't shaved since the last time he was here.
I'm growing
Yeah.
up my back hair to donate to Braxton for beard transplant.
I'm okay on that, but Corey's about right in the fact that since the last podcast, I haven't really shaved.
Well, anyway, so we got our first distribution out of the way. Spoonie, we now have 2 houses that are completely done. I'll bet DJ even has a culvert in the ground for him right now. So he's doing culvert mailboxes. I think y'all tell me if we should, and if we should, we'll shoot a commercial for it. I think we should do an event in Granbury where we invite people out. They come and walk the properties, tour the properties, and then we go in and we break down the P&L of what it took to make that happen and talk about the efficiencies and the inefficiencies. of doing those projects? Do you think that would be? Do you think people would see value in that, Spoonie?
I don't know if they would see value in it, but I think they should try to see value anywhere they can right now because of the weirdness of the marketplace. Like I think we talked a little bit about this, about how we could help kind of spread this out and help people understand there's always a different way to do something. There's always a way to do this in this economy. Like we went out and started multiple businesses to thrive in this economy, where a lot of other people are stagnant. And I don't think that any, what's the right way to say it? I think that any value perceived off of us talking about it is way less than it'll actually be there. I think people will be able to get a lot from it.
So you're just saying, not that there's no value in it, because that's what. Did you take that at first?
At first, I got that. But
No,
I'm hearing that.
He's like, yeah, this is absolutely valueless.
I'm hearing that they may
what-
not see it, but they should.
What I'm saying, so let me say it a different way. You might not think about like mobile home development and developing those lots as a place where you can do really well, but there's an opportunity there that a lot of people don't see. We're seeing it from the number side. We're seeing it, especially at the scalability of it, where you have to have much less. It's a lower barrier entry to do these type of projects than it is to go out and slam down your first 3-2 house somewhere else. So
True.
There's a lot of value.
And can go faster.
Oh, way faster.
I think. When was the big ice storm here?
I
Was
don't
it
know. We've had
February?
them like
I think
3
February.
years in a row.
Well, but February was the first day I ever set foot on those lots with a piece of equipment,
Yeah,
and
that's
we
right.
didn't know what we were doing.
Still
And
barely do, but we're doing great.
in early May we had, we had them ready to go. So that's an impressive turnaround for, not even having permits, not even knowing we needed permits when I cleared those lots.
And I feel like right now we could go to 10 a month if we wanted to.
Oh yeah,
Easy.
Yeah,
Like
'cause-
we could just knock them down.
because we've already tore down a mobile home in the last week in an 8-day span. In an 8-day span, DJ and I we tore down a duplex. We cleaned out two properties and did bandit signs for them and got one of them sold. Okay, so we cleaned out 2 properties, which actually took the longest amount of time out of everything. Tearing down the duplex took a day. Cleaning out the properties took 2.5, almost 3 days. And then we went and tore down a mobile home in Malakoff. Okay, so wiped it off the face of the earth, hauled it off. It went to the landfill, and then went to Argyle, which is up by Denton, and tore down a mobile home there. Wiped it off the face of the earth and hauled it to the dump. And then DJ made it back out and built a pad for the Malakoff mobile home. So we have you got on that guy's schedule? Did you text him?
Yeah, I texted him yesterday.
So we are now on the mobile home mover schedule to move another home into Malakoff. We'll do the septic after that, but we're gonna have a mobile home set in there, probably skirted and porched before we ever get out there and do the septic, because of the permitting time it takes to do the septic. We can already have guys over there, doing that, and will be a septic and a power, maybe not even power, because when they skirt and porch it, we'll probably get them hooked to power up too. We'll be a septic away from having another house to sell, and I don't know how long it'll take to get on the mobile home mover schedule, but I mean it's going to be a short amount of time. And then in Argyle, we got Doc Robinson trying to get idea of what it's going to take to get 2 house pads built there. You pulled permits on it?
They'll go in today. I'm doing them with Ashley so she can help with this from now on. I talked to her about it on the way in.
So Ashley, our VA in Oklahoma, is helping Spoonie get the permits lined up, and it's a county permit because we're in the county.
It's not going to hold us up. It's literally you pay a fee and there's no. They just want their money.
So and then we'll be installing 2 mobile homes there as soon as we have pads, and then we'll go back and do the septics there after that, because hopefully Spoonie's going to come into be able to do aerobics and all that here pretty soon, and we'll have an easier septic install.
I'll have the paperwork ready to pick up Thursday morning from the county that had to sign off, so I can drive it straight to Austin to clip all that time on the front side or hand deliver.
Back to the event. Now we installed 4 mobile homes in one area. So we have those 4 homes ready to go in, or not ready to go in. They're already in. We have to hook up power and water to one of them. 3 of them are ready. That one's getting skirting done. But you can go in there and shower, do whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna get done after Kenwood, but they're gonna. It's on the docket for them to do.
So, do you think we should put together an event and go out there and break down the P&Ls of these homes and show from a licensed septic installer, licensed electrician, licensed mobile home dealer, the cost to buy a lot off of MLS? I think we bought all of these off of MLS, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The only one we bought off market was the Texas one that we're not done yet. To buy all of these lots off of MLS and at cost, and I'll use it like that because, basically we got bids for $14,000 to do septics and stuff like that. We paid $7,500 for our septics at cost, and that's a relative term of what it took to do this. But did you make money on those septics? Did I make money on those septics? People can't see. They're probably driving. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just so interested. Corey has the most beautiful eyes. Sometimes I just get lost over there.
That's good.
He's just he's a handsome man.
It's a little weird.
I think Jason's gay.
I mean,
whoa.
Why? I guess we have a gay hater on here today.
No, I'm just pointing out.
It's weird.
Observation.
Why can't I just be like, why do you got to put a label on me?
I'm just observing and reporting.
This guy over here, white privilege, labeling people.
So, anyways, so you made money.
Yeah.
The poles hooking the electricity up. You making money there?
Yeah.
So
we're drawing those in so they're a turnkey operation for everybody. Like it's gonna be good.
But what I'm saying is, you fed your family the whole way at cost.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a septic for $7,500 that we had a $14,000 bid on, and there was still money to be made for you, me, DJ. DJs aren't in a check out there right now doing culverts. So we'll have the total cost of what it takes to do it at cost, and we'll be able to show you. Because I think if you went to the mobile home dealership and tried to do this, you might have a different result.
You would have a different result. Like that, the one that we're selling right now is on the lot at 120.
Which one?
The same trailer, the same mobile home.
Is
just
retail.
the mobile home retail 120,000
installed?
I don't know if that is even included.
It might be. Has to be. Surely.
I would think it is, but I doubt that is all the hookups and everything.
Yeah, no, you're still going to have some stuff. So, do you think we should do an event?
Think it'd be worth it.
Let us know in the comments if you think we should do an event. Drop it in the comment section. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some people turn out. I don't really want to lose money on an event. It's like I don't have any desire to lose money on an event. So, I really don't want to waste a weekend hanging out with people for free, and or not free is the wrong word. I don't want to pay $1,000 to hang out with y'all, for sure.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, I'll probably do it for free.
Like Corey will hang out with anybody for free almost every day.
Yeah,
but to pay $1,000 to do it,
that's a big ask. So I mean, if there's enough interest, we'll do it. If not, we'll just keep installing mobile homes every weekend. But I do truly believe that there's an opportunity for this in the marketplace.
Man, do you feel like so you got 3 ready to drop last week?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like we're not doing enough? That's what I feel like. I'm like, we should be doing 8 more right now because
he doesn't pay attention to our board.
No, I'm just saying because I know how fast we could do the other ones. Like it sets the pace.
What are the lots you got on the board right now?
Not very many.
But you got one.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian River.
Yep.
I don't know. There's another lot in that neighborhood we could buy right now.
There's more than that. We can go get some more.
You haven't looked at them probably. You can buy whatever you want, but there's one that we could buy and actually install a home on relatively efficiently. I don't want to mess with that neighborhood more right now.
I agree with that 100%. I'm so tired of the politics down there.
Yeah, so I don't want to deal with the HOA and all that anymore. Now we got lucky. We went. I don't even want to say how lucky we got because maybe we can pull it up. Sohail, can you put a little internet on the screen for us? and if you can go to Zillow, we'll put in a address for you, and you can bring this thing up. So we got lucky in the fact that when I went and when I heard the address and this was a wholesaler that had it, I knew it was a banger. When I saw it was on 2 lots, I knew it got even more banger. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, we're gonna be in there. But go to 6531 Ridgecrest or Ridgeview? Ridgecrest.
It's right there, top one.
Argyle. Okay, now go to the map feature. So there it is. Zoom, see if you can swap to satellite and zoom out. So look across the street there. Those are $750,000 homes. Now zoom in back in on our street. Okay, so when that backyard, if you go down, yep, the next street down, that street right there, okay, that is Flower Mound proper. When you go up to our street, through the middle of the neighbor's backyard to the south, it would be to the south. That middle backyard, that is where Flower Mound no longer has any jurisdiction. So that backyard line right there, now we're in the county. What does that mean, Spoon?
It means it's less restrictive, different set of rules.
All right, we got our liberal answer.
There ain't no laws out there.
Ain't no law dog out there. Law dog don't go around there. So we now only need a permit to do the septic
And
we
the
don't-
install.
We don't need a building permit
There's a mobile home install permit there
for the county,
for the county.
but we don't have to go through a city.
That's correct.
There's no HOA.
So thank God there's no HOA.
There's no nothing. So Spoonie writes a check to the county, and boom, we tear down that mobile home that's on 2 lots. We slide back 2 of them in there at a little angle because those are angled lots, and it's done and done. Are there any setbacks?
No, there's 0 setbacks. The county was like, would you please be nice and set them 5-ish foot off the fence? Because the rules on this was they were pre-platted, and when they platted them, they didn't include setbacks in the plat, so they can't require you to change that. It's good knowledge.
Braxton, is there setbacks?
No.
What does that mean?
It's got to be a certain number of feet away from the
No,
property
no,
line.
no. What does that mean for us? I don't care about what a setback means. What does that mean for us?
It means we can put it wherever we want.
We can put it wherever we want. We can fit it in there any way we want, which means that we don't have an HOA telling us we can't cut down that tree, or you can't cut down this tree, or you can't build stairs on the right of way,
That are
which ain't it
floating
right of way.
stairs?
Yeah,
Huh.
you can't build stairs. So yeah, there's a 5-foot setback, but you can't even have stairs on that setback. Tell me why that makes sense. They're portable stairs. You could just pick them up and carry them out of the way if you needed to. You know what I mean? But nope, can't do that. So you got to have 8 foot now because you got to have a 3 foot little area there. So yeah, we don't have to deal with none of that there. Now, if you go back to Zillow and you go to the actual map where the homes are for sale on there, you'll see the next phase of life. So just close that down and close it again. And now zoom out right there. Just zoom out. Just take a little zoom and boom. What do you see? To the left, what prices do you see?
Got 1.1.
We got what? We got a
650,
650, 1.1, 899, 829. If you head more south there, if you just go more south, right there in that little curve on the road. No, yep, in the curve, zoom in right there. What is that? Oh, that's Argyle High School. That's a bike ride away. Not even a bike ride. That's a walk. You can walk to it. Is Argyle good at football?
Yeah. Haven't they won several state championships last couple years?
Yeah. So, anyways, we absolutely stole that property from a wholesaler, and because we can install mobile homes, we're going to go in there. I think our mobile homes, if you zoom in on the little mobile home community, there's some listed in there. There's one that's not even livable
Go
listed
back to
for
the right up there. There you go.
and zoom in. We got what 150 right next to ours, 220 or 270, 260. So we're going to have single wides. We're going to be in that 220 price range, and they're going to absolutely scream off of the market. So let's see what's going on. I got a bunch of missed calls. Got Home Depot calling me. What do you think they're calling me about?
Furman.
Furman ain't doing nothing. Better
That's my
not
best
be.
guess.
So, anyways, that's the kind of deal you can do if you can install mobile homes and septics and electrical, which we got the rare animal sitting across from us that can. Those are the kind of deals you can do versus, I mean, what do you think our all-in cost on these houses are going to be?
Including, I don't remember what we paid for the lot, so I don't
About 40. 40 a piece. 40 per lot. No, 45 per lot. What was it? It's 50. It's 50 per lot.
Yes.
50
We're
per
gonna be
lot.
about 155, 160.
Oh, Spoonie.
100. I don't know. 130.
Yeah.
130.
We're in there. 130, 220 sales price.
Be a great day for.
What? Here's the other side of it. Now check it out. What if we rented them? What do you think we can rent a 3.2 right there for?
$2,000.
Think?
I bet so.
I bet it's more.
Think so?
I bet it's $2,300 a month.
See if you can swap over on
On Zillow, see if you got rental comps. Go to for sale where
It's
it's
the
to
blue
left.
box, yep.
And go to for rent. And then zoom out. See what those houses. I bet you the HOA at the houses next door don't even let you rent those out. Okay, we got one
Holy shit!
to the left.
4.5.
Yeah, $4,400 a month across the street.
all right, we can get more than 2,000.
So now,
Just, I mean, if
2,500.
that's the comp as far as that's the alternative if you want to go to that high school and be in that area.
yeah,
Here's one for less than half the price for a brand new home.
$2,500 a month.
yeah, all right. And we don't have that water retention pond that you can go fish in, but I doubt the people paying $5,000 a month are fishing in the water retention pond.
Fuck no. There's no way.
Okay, but
Sorry, I shouldn't have said the bad word. My bad.
I don't care that you cuss. I just think you're, you know what I mean. You're acting like rich people don't fish. Rich people fish. Braxton,
They
tell
don't.
me.
They don't fish in that water retention pond. They get
They
on
do
their.
if it's
They
on
get
the-
on.
if
They
it's
get
on-
on their boat and go to the lake.
Nah, they go to that water retention pond. Anyways, I mean, I'll tell our tenants where that water retention pond is. It's not a gated community. They can get in there. I guarantee you, our tenants are over there fishing in it. I promise you.
Well, I was over at the park the other day. Me and
Let's not go down a rabbit hole. This is what we need to know, Spoonie. Your park.
the opposite of what he said.
No, it's not the opposite of what you said. But if when we do this, okay, are you a CPA?
Mm-mm.
Are you a CPA?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're not CPAs. So talk to somebody about this. Ask them about it. But this is the way we understand it. Let's say you have a mobile home company, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's the mobile home company?
What is the name of it?
Yeah, it's
D8 Manufactured Homes.
they're D8 manufactured home. So Braxton's entity writes Spoonie a check, okay, for the septic, for water, for sewer, for skirting, for air conditioner, for everything, for let's say $110,000. Okay, boom, write you a check for 110. All right, that includes everything. Okay, now how do you get to depreciate that property on your taxes if you keep it as personal property?
Over the 7-year schedule.
For the house.
Yeah.
No.
Well, for everything
For
installed.
everything that's installed. Does the septic system depreciate?
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever had to go out and repair yours?
Mm-hmm.
That's a depreciation. You can do a cost seg on it if you want to get
mean-
really down in the weeds. But every single thing that you wrote that check for to D8 manufactured homes is that personal property, right?
Except for the dirt, right?
D8 manufactured homes didn't own the dirt.
Right.
You own the mobile home, the power poles, the septic, whatever.
Yeah.
I give you a set price.
You go put that in. The depreciation schedule and the total amount, okay, that he writes you a check is 7 years. What's 110 divided by 7? Somebody pull out a calculator. Now this is where it gets really. This is where mobile home investing gets really powerful.
15.7,
So you got $15,700. Now what did we say we're going to rent these for?
$2,500 a month.
Okay, So 2,500, 30,000,
So
of
half
which
that's wiped out.
15.7 is wiped out in depreciation.
Then we've got tax and insurance.
Yeah. So what are you going to end up paying tax on at the end of the year?
10 grand less than.
Less than. We're not CPAs.
There's property management fees. There's maintenance fees. There's
All kinds of fees. So mobile home investing can be very powerful if you are a cash investor and you leave them as personal property. Don't attach them as real property. Spoonie, how hard is it to attach it as real property when you sell it? When you sell it,
Yeah, it's not hard at all. It's 2 pages or 3, whatever the new SOO is now, and you pay your $85 fee. And
who does it?
You can do it. The title company can do
But
it.
no, you're selling it. Who does it?
The title company.
The title
on the
company.
way out.
Now, so let's say now Jacob just went through this. Now, I don't know how it ends up filing. I don't think you have I don't think you have to go recapture that depreciation because you never owned it as you never converted it to real property. It happens at closing. It becomes real property for them only for the bank's benefit. The bank asks for it, right? So whenever they do a mortgage on it, they want it to be attached as real property. The bank asks for that. Now that's something that we're real down in the weeds on as far as
We're also not CPAs.
we're not CPAs, but you can still sell it as real property, right?
That's correct.
And it's just a form that the title company has to fill out and attach it.
that's
and it's for
that's
the
just a
bank.
box that you elect.
On
Is it
the
real or
SOO.
personal, yeah.
Yes, but we're not doing it. In other words, if I wanted to list it with a real estate agent, I'll list it with a real estate agent, and title
You say I
goes
want to sell this lot with this mobile home.
and
on it.
title will close it as real property or as personal property. A decision they have to make, right? That doesn't even include you. It's just what they do at closing.
You're saying I'm selling this stuff.
I'm selling this stuff.
It's what the buyer, their fund, like whoever's loaning the money, they get to decide that.
Yes. So
And it's all the work is handled. You don't have to do it, is what he's saying.
yeah, so you
Yep.
get a 7-year depreciation schedule. You can sell it in 5, and probably maybe talk to your CPA. Not have to worry about recapturing that depreciation that you already took, because you're selling it. You know what I mean? They're electing to make it real property. If you elected to make it real property while you owned it, 5 years down the road, and you're still going to continue to own it, maybe there is some recapturing that you would have to do. But also, if you did cost seg, I mean, you understand cost seg?
Yeah, it's going through, and every single different
Yeah.
thing essentially has its
Yeah.
own schedule.
Has its own schedule. So, anyways, just something down in the weeds. But that's why owning and doing these is powerful. So, when we get these up and running, obviously we're going to sell them probably. But if we can't get our number, if somebody didn't just storm in there with $220,000, you going to just fire sell them for $160? Nah, me either.
No, I mean, it's
Pulled out.
a more than 2% rental.
It's more than 2% rental with a massive amount of depreciation coming. So
And it looks like if you're just looking at the numbers of 130 sales price, we're in for 2,500. That's a little bit less than 2%, but you have to include the depreciation into that schedule, and it's a win-win all the way down the line.
well, and from a maintenance point of view, you got a brand new home. I mean, how much maintenance is it going to have? None. So I mean, the ones in Granbury that we're going to do this little thing on, if y'all decide y'all want to have it, they're brand new.
And
We haven't put them up for rent yet, but we haven't even put them up for sale yet because we don't have the mailbox and the driveway and all that stuff done. Really, probably, I think Big Mike's got a photographer going out there, so we'll have them up for both. But here pretty soon, it's going to be. We're going to have 4 or 5 of those for sale.
people are stopping our crews out there to ask when they're going to be ready for rent.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be a problem to rent them if we want to.
Well, I want to try to push it. I want to see if we can get $1,700 a month out there.
I
don't
feel
know
like we could.
I hope we can.
I asked the guys that live there, I'm like, what do you think we could get for these? They're like, oh, I don't know, $1,700 a month.
Yeah. So
Why not try?
Yeah.
It don't hurt us nothing at all.
No, it ain't costing us a penny to own them. So there's that. Spoonie, invite the people out. Tell your friends about it.
Oh, hey, I'm telling everybody about it. I've already got our paint vendor's going to be there. Sherwin Williams guy's going to be there to hand out his cards, talk to people if they want, whatever, get you a discount if you want to sign up with him. He wanted to come. I said, sure, come on out. I did a whole class about mobile home investing in Sherwin-Williams the other day.
Now we know what happened that day.
Hmm.
What about you?
I can make a Facebook post.
Have you maxed out your friends yet?
I haven't. It's on my to-do list. It is a good idea. Just haven't done it
y'all
yet.
go find Braxton Harrison on
Yeah,
Facebook.
Braxton Harrison.
Send him
Fo-
a friend request.
Follow him on it, TikToks.
Yeah,
he
he's-
loves the TikTok.
What do you got a YouTube channel about your running?
Yeah.
What is that?
BTY Fitness.
BTY Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you
Easy
change the
subs.
T to an A and the B to a G,
What would that be?
more accurate. But either way, Spoon didn't get it. He didn't. You still thinking about it?
No, I put that together in my head. I'm just,
Yeah, you
So-
would
it's so
put-
funny.
You would put that together in your head.
oh, buddy. There's so many things that can't even say to Braxton. You know, I was so supportive of Braxton this weekend, and he's just his smarmy self.
You know what? I apologize. I didn't
What?
mean to hurt your feelings. I appreciate the support.
What happened this weekend? Oh, we may as well talk about this on the podcast. We're looking into a tea business. Tea business. We're not going to reveal the name and all that, but we all did our Hearn offer. Is it?
Think that guy's ready to go.
So we're probably about to sign a property in Hearn. We got our Haltom City nightmare.
Nah, that thing's gonna be a fucking banger.
Oh, it isn't.
Wait, y'all are
Like-
doing like a tea clinic?
No.
No, like have a store.
Have a store.
Can't you see me and Corey just sitting around drinking Earl Grey all day, like
Oh,
just
not testosterone.
smoking pipes? Dude,
That's
I've
what we
got.
should do. Testosterone-filled teas.
Oh, I like that.
You're
Track
welcome.
Thank you, Sohill.
I got somebody fixing they're putting together a palette of paint colors and everything that matches the tea stuff. So it's all just one seamless thing. And I'll be up there probably Friday working on getting all that stuff broke down so we can have cost ASAP on all of it.
So
Getting the conversion done.
we're going to do a conversion for a building that we already own, make it a co-working space with a tea drive-through. It's going to be. I actually don't give Spoon enough props, but I was like, man, we can make part of a tea drive-through, but we don't need the rest of it. What could the rest of it be?
No.
And Spoon said co-working space because he's got 3,000 copies down there.
A month, bro. It's for
month.
$100. Like,
Did you tell him what we were going to do to him?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Did we just not tell him?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Well,
We
I don't
just-
know if we'll be able to pull it off though.
I think we could.
Can't get in without Bluetooth, so good luck.
He
Gotta have the
know.
Bluetooth
He
key.
must know that we're going to do something. He must know that something's amiss.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Doesn't matter. But
Which
but you
desk-
should go by.
which desk
that
is
guy,
yours?
That guy sold his IT company to start his co-working space. We might ought to get him to consult us on this because he set up all of all the door systems and stuff.
I like it, Spoon. I just know that we're about to be tea entrepreneurs.
We're gonna be so many entrepreneurs. I got another one for you. We need to talk about later.
Poor Pam. I feel so bad for her. Braxton said she's in. Pam did not seem like she was in.
She was in. We talked about it. I'm like, hey, look, you're not doing anything else.
Hey,
So you might as well.
Yeah,
you
just
could
do it anyways.
You could drive
Yeah.
Debbie to run all the books. That's what she's done for so many companies.
Oh, Debbie's in too. Debbie might just be up there at the tea Haltom
Like
City.
well, that's where she started. She did all the nursing home stuff up there at my granddad's nursing home in Haltom City.
So
So you never know.
we'll have a co-working space. That'll be pretty cool. And then the tea place and
Might be a little studio in there that people from the outside could come rent to just use.
yeah,
Do
we're
their own little makeshift podcast.
might put a Harper Belmont location
Absolutely.
in
I
over there at it.
can't wait to talk to Ryan about it.
Yeah, he don't know that's gonna
Oh,
happen.
we
yet.
planned it for him.
We're just gonna throw a studio in the back over there, so people can come shoot their OnlyFans or whatever it is that they do back there in that studio.
Braxton's going to shoot only crayons.
No, I won't be doing that. That might be you, but that's not me.
What? Only what?
Grans, that's Grans.
Oh.
He's a huge fan.
No,
I thought it
no, I'm
was
not.
granola.
Actually, I'm not.
Does that stand for granola?
He
It might.
misunderstood us when we were talking about OnlyFans, and he just went to the wrong site. Now it's his thing.
Actually, it's not.
All right. So, anyways, I don't know what else we got. We got several deals on the chopping block. I mean, we're doing a weird owner finance where somebody is taking $160,000 second lien to our $45,000 first lien. Maybe even a little more. That one's a little strange, wouldn't you say?
Yes and no, because I will say, like, I think they've been there a while.
But what's the person that's in second lien going to do?
That's got to be a family member or something, because that's insane. But like, I believe in the buyer enough.
I mean, it's going to lower their costs, so I mean, they're going to be fine. But yeah, that's a little different. And then we got another weird one that's an owner finance. That's I'm not really going to put it out there on the internet fully, but a man has approached us with cash money. He wants an off-the-book house for a lady that's not his wife. And then we'll just kind of leave it at that.
I mean, that'll be our second one of those. Grandview
Really?
was the first.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that.
The Grandview dude bought it for his mistress.
Oh, they flipped it.
Yep.
That's
She was.
right.
I mean, we all knew it. He was like. I mean, from what I understood, it was very clear. This was to keep him out of her way, and she basically said, "I want to flip a house. You're going to provide this opportunity."
That's great. But this one is way different. This one's way different.
I see it as.
I mean, allegedly. I want to say allegedly, 'cause that's what I
allegedly.
was told. Allegedly.
This cat is putting down money, cash. He's just going to hand us $100 bills. And then, are you walking it in
that
the
aren't
bank?
going to be in Corey's mattress. They're going to be.
Are you going to walk it in?
I can. I have to
I
fill out the
will. I don't
report.
care.
So
I'll
we're
fill
gonna-
out the report.
We're going to walk in there and just deposit it in the bank. And then he's going to have an interest-only note until another property of his sells. And it sells. And then he's going to pay $100,000 down. And then he's going to finance it for 5 years.
You know, that'd be a great intro with that cute girl at the bank that you like. Just walk in and set hundreds on her desk.
Here you
Be
go.
like, where do I?
I'd like to open an account. Here's my opening deposit.
Yeah. You want to do that? We'll get the cameras there.
I
Mainly because,
think walking cash in is good enough content.
I mean, but you walk it in there, and then the awkwardness of you in front of a female takes over,
Yeah.
and the money, and then the FBI shows up.
I mean, we need to leave some of this for the. Yeah.
Do you think they're just like, they got to be lurking somewhere? The
Yeah.
boys?
Yeah, they're out there. They show up because you're being awkward trying to talk to this girl,
Mm-hmm.
and it just makes them think.
Like if it was a dude, he'd be perfectly comfortable. He loves talking to dudes.
yeah,
Be like, all right, something's not right.
something's not right. She just hits a button under the desk.
And the boys roll up.
They're like, "Hey, sir, this is gonna be an asset forfeiture." But like, no,
Let's do it though. When's you wanna close?
I think that's happening like right now.
Because I'd sent Jacob the deed.
No, I think it's happening right now. I think it's happening. I think everything is done. I just think it's getting the mattress money in your hand. I don't know. How do you count that out? Do you trust him when he hands you a Walmart bag?
Well, I think
They're all wrapped
with
up in
that
duct tape
I
and
think with
like
that individual,
trash bags.
you just take it, you deposit it, and then you have the receipt. The bank counts it. He's the
bank
type
counts
that
it.
you can go back and say, "Hey, look, you were."
$200 short. Or
I mean,
You
they
just-
run it through that machine.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think that's one that we got to worry about
What if-
counting right there.
what if it kicks out a bunch of counterfeits?
Ooh.
Then we have to go back. It's like, hey, a big stack of that was funny money.
give him that back.
Yeah,
you
you can
go.
have this back. We want some real money. So
But I just feel like y'all are trying to get all the triggers into one podcast.
I mean, I think at that point, y'all would be the ones getting in trouble. You
Would
can't
we?
go back.
I don't think so.
The Secret Service will show up.
I
for
think
sure.
Yes, at the bank that you're trying to deposit it, they don't give a shit.
When I was in college, there was a guy that he was making copies on his printer and took him to the bar across the street, and they showed up to my little tiny college and
Yeah.
confiscated his printer.
I would think that if you are a good faith depositor at that
Yeah.
point, like, hey, look, this is there. It was mixed in with this money from a legitimate transaction.
yeah,
You know,
and
I think you could probably get hemmed up for a second, but not.
No,
you're not going to be in trouble.
no,
They're going to
definitely
question
not.
it.
They're going to ask you what happened. Be like, hey, I did this, and then they're going to go talk to him, and he'll be
Exactly.
like, I did this, and you know what I mean? Nah, there ain't going to
Mm-hmm.
be ain't gonna be no issues. I mean, hell, the convenience stores, you know what I mean? They got to have bills passed through all the time. They
Oh,
don't-
Can
yeah.
we
they-
test it out and then come back
No.
and report?
No, we can't.
because then
Because
we are like
yeah, you trying that.
Now we're no
that
longer in
trick,
good
you were
faith.
definitely doing that.
yeah.
Content,
Sohail,
my
you
friend,
let us know
content.
how that goes when you go to the gas station and pass.
I'll do a lot of things for content, but felonies, I just
Like felonious activity, courtesy of Sohail.
Yeah, this guy gave it to me and said, "Come in here."
makes a great
And there's
one
these
video.
Cameras.
I have one job, all right, y'all. I'm trying to do it.
It makes for one good video though,
Well,
I mean,
and then you're out.
if you want me to hold the camera while they're
here's the
slapping
real
you in
question,
cuffs,
though. How did the Secret Service end up being the person?
that is a weird thing, right?
Yeah,
that,
Force
that
Probably.
monitors money.
Yeah,
It's like we protect the president in this other thing, money. Like other than that, you can speed around us. You can do other crimes.
No big deal.
No big deal. But this one,
Funny
will get
money?
you hemmed up.
Yeah, that dude, man, it was so crazy because we were like 19. And this dude, he just disappeared from school. His parents made him quit, and then I guess whatever legal fees he had, he was so screwed. He was done over trying to get into a bar for free.
Well, I got one of those stories. Guy worked in the oil field with. He did the same thing. He had a Xerox printer, and he figured out that there was a certain cleaning substance, a cleaning agent. I'm not going to say it because I don't want people to go out and do it. But a certain cleaning agent would take the ink off of a $1 bill, and then he could run it through a front and back, like Xerox machine with 100. And this was before the blue 100 and all that. You know, it was just the old school 100. He could run it through a Xerox machine and get him.
It felt realish.
It did feel real, and when they put the marker on it, checked out.
same ink.
Yeah, so he was doing that small scale, and then he decided I want to buy a truck. So he
Got
printed
greedy.
out enough to buy a truck, but then he's like, you know what? I need to clean it up. Like somebody else got in his ear and said, you can't go and buy a truck with it because you'll definitely get caught. So you need to clean it up somehow. And so he's like, okay, where could I pass this through? And you know, people like casino will bust you, this and that. And they're like, drug dealer. So he bought a large quantity of drugs with it, okay? And so he bought the large quantity of drugs with it, with the plan to resell the drugs to be able to get...
So he's going to launder his money by doing something that also need money laundered.
So
Yes.
didn't he get the 2 felony rule? I'm pretty sure.
He was in a big bind because as soon as the drug dealer found out, what do you think they did?
Try to kill him.
Yeah.
No, they you know, it ain't that big.
They
of an
said,
amount.
make me some of this.
No, they showed up with his money, let him keep the drugs, gave him an ass whooping, and put their people on him, which also happened to be police officers. Said this dude not only has a large quantity of, I think it was cocaine or something, but he also has a large quantity of fake cash. And he might look like he got his ass whooped, and that was it. They showed up, kicked his door in. He goes to jail twice, the drugs and the money. So, anyways, we never saw that guy again. He just didn't come back next hitch. That was it. We're like, oh, all right. Todd's gone. They're like, you didn't hear? I'm like, no. Like, oh, bro. And then he told us what happened. Wolfield's got a lot of characters. But anyways,
Real quick, the Secret Service was created to detect counterfeiting back during the Civil War because it was a huge issue. They didn't get the job protecting the president until Garfield was shot.
really?
Yeah. So that's the question is, why did these counterfeiting people get charged to protect the president?
That's almost even weirder.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we're going to have to lay these guys off. We don't get them some work. Like, we got the perfect job. People always want to shoot these people. Go stand in front of them, take a bullet. We're like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Much better than not having a job.
I mean, that's a hell of a job, like, requirement, right? Like, when you just think about it at the very base level, when you're like, do you want a job? Yeah, I need a job. They're like, will you take a bullet? And it just check yes or no right here. And you're like, yes? Like,
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that do that. I mean, a lot of people, but I just wonder, I mean, have you, like the whole Trump indictment thing, have y'all read any of the like scenarios with Trump going to jail?
oh, where the Secret Service has to go with him? Yeah, they have to go in with him.
So bro be in
Like,
jail with
be
it.
taking a shower with the Secret Service.
So they're like, it's really not possible for him to go to jail because the Secret Service is going to have to be armed.
I would think it's got to end up if something like that happened to a high value person, It's got to be house arrest or something.
I don't know. There's all these debates about whether or not he can actually go into a jail, and the argument is that the Secret Service won't let that happen because they got to go with him and they got to be armed. So, anyways, fodder. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Go to roughneckrealestate.com. Get your real estate loans. Braxton BTY Fitness on YouTube. Spoony Big Spoon _ real estate on the Instas. Are you on Insta?
Yeah, I just don't do the TikToks, but the account's still there.
Go find him on TikTok. Go leave him a comment. Let him know that the Santa Gertrudis is a bull named Monkey.
Well, I'm no longer buying Santa Gertrudis. I'll never buy one again. Not that I had any before, but
TikTok sent him straight on that. So, anyways, we'll see y'all. Deuces. If you enjoyed this video, please, for the love of God, let us know in the comment section. Also, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you know every time